everyone. Good morning. All right, today I want to talk about weight selection and proper use of it. And there was a great question brought up that I also want to cover on, should I be doing reps? Should I be doing timed? Like, what is the best way to get to my goals and have better, faster results? Okay, you guys, first and foremost, the quickest way to get to your goals is to have proper form and isolation. So the quickest way is to be using the app Form Checks and making sure that you're doing things properly. And please go back and rewatch things as you get better. As I shared yesterday, you might go into the app and you might see alignment and be like, oh, I need to fix my alignment today, and not be as focused on the isolation because it's like, hey, you're only doing and able to do one thing at a time. So go back into it after you have perfected one piece and make sure that you're perfecting all pieces. So main things you want with all moves, you guys, is form, focus, isolation on the down phase, on the up phase, all through the phase. Okay, so let's talk about weight selection first. How do you know if you are using the correct amount of weight? 1, you can do it properly. 2, by the end of your set, you couldn't do any more. So if you are doing sets of 10, 15, you're doing it for timed, at that last lift, it should be like, oh, thank God this is over. If you're doing timed, maybe you're doing sets of 15 and at the 15th one, you're up here and you're like, okay, well, I could have done a couple more. Okay, well then let's squeeze harder or try and up the weight. And you guys, it's okay to do maybe, 15-pound dumbbells and then be like, oh, I can only do 7, but I'm doing a set of 10. Do a drop set. Literally, I would rather have somebody do a drop set than go too easy. So, and this is not, you guys, to be ripped. So I want to make that clear that those of you here, the goal is not to clone myself. The goal is to have you at your goals. And to get there is going to be consistency, dedication, doing things right, and proper nutrition. It really doesn't matter. But for specific goals, I can share specific things. Okay, so weight selection is going to be key. Now, with that being said, you need to also make sure that you are in control of the weight at all times. So if you're doing a squat and you're coming down, you don't want to have the weight pulling you forward. So if you're going and doing squats and you're doing a heavy squat and you're like, oh, I got this, I can go up in weight, and then you start being pulled forward, that's not okay. That weight is not okay for you. Now, with legs especially, when you start loading the body, if you're doing weights up here, you're doing heavy weights down here, you're doing heavy weights with your lunges, if your core is not protected, your back will be injured. I promise you that. Even myself, the form check guru, if I'm using heavy weight, I really have to make sure that I'm not arching the back and I'm tucked under and everything is tight. So it's a small tuck under to protect your back that I explained in all the form check videos. But you guys, make sure that you are choosing a weight that you can isolate and do things properly. So it's not, how much can I physically lift? I could probably physically lift some pretty heavy shit. How much can you physically lift doing things correctly? You will find that with isolation, you will probably need to go down in weight. So for instance, I could do 20-pound presses. That's not a problem. But if I'm going to have shoulders down and back and squeezing the crap out of my body, I'm actually going to get more out of lowering the weight so that I can focus on isolation. You will get more if you are tightening every part of your body and maybe dropping weight a little bit. Now, with that being said, for those of you getting on just now, in the beginning, weight selection is based on how much can you do properly with isolation, and at the end of your set, be fatigued. If you can do more after your set, you could have given more. Okay, now, the last thing I want to cover in this particular video is what's better. Should I do high reps? Should I do low reps, high weight? Should I be doing timed? How am I going to best get to my goals? Mixing it up, you guys, mixing it up. So the trainers that I follow, I never do the same things over and over. And that is how you're going to get to your goals. It's like reading a book to your kids. If you're reading at the 3rd grade level and you keep reading at the 3rd grade level, maybe you're choosing different books, but it's the 3rd grade level, you're always going to be at the 3rd grade level. We don't want that. We want to go to the 4th grade and then the 5th grade and then the 6th grade. Okay, so that means that doing different things is really going to help you get to a different place. Your body will react to change and adjust itself accordingly. If you keep applying the same things, there's no change needed. Your body no longer has to adjust. It's like, okay, I'm sweating. It's hard, but I've done this. That has happened. I've done the same program where I was like, oh, I love this program. And I repeated it a second time and I was tired. I was fatigued and there was sweat. Not much change because you guys, your body will adjust. Your body will adjust. And yes, you might be sweating, but your body will adjust. Yes, your muscles might be fatigued in the moment, but like your body has adjusted. So I recommend doing different things. I recommend doing high weight, low reps. I recommend low weight. Did I say that right? Sorry. I recommend doing all sorts of things. So high reps, low reps. And when I mean high reps and low reps, like 15 to 20 reps, 15 is like a good average like endurance training rep scheme. For building the muscle, hypertrophy, 8 to 10 reps. Timed is super fun too, like doing things for 30 seconds, doing things for a minute. So mixing it up. I will never say, do the same thing for the rest of your life. Absolutely not. All right, you guys, get out, get active. Hopefully this helps. Any questions that you have, please comment below. I am loving your shares, loving them. They literally light me up. This is why I do what I do, and I love it, and I love hearing from you. All right, you guys, have a great day.